Listen to the word for cup or mug.
杯子，杯子，杯子，杯子。
In that, the first tone, bei, means cup, and the neutral tone, z, is a generic ending used to indicate that the word is a noun. You'll find it used at the end of many Mandarin words. As a reminder, a noun is an object or place, like a chair, a cup, a city, or a country. How do you say 3 cups?
3个杯子，3个杯子。
Listen to the word for tea.
茶，茶，茶，茶。
That's second tone. Ask, do you like tea?
你喜欢茶吗？你喜欢茶吗？
What was the word for cup?
杯子，杯子。
And how did you say one person, literally one unit of people?
一个人，
And 2 bucks, literally 2 pieces of money?
2块钱。
Ge and kuai are the measure words there, used when counting units of something. Bei, meaning cup, can also become a measure word when saying a cup of something. How might you say a cup of tea?
一杯茶，一杯茶。
To indicate we're using it as a measure word, we drop the zi, because zi indicates you're using it as an object. So how would you say a cup, meaning the object?
一个杯子，
And a cup of tea?
一杯茶，一杯茶。
How would you say inside the cup?
杯子里面，杯子里面。
How would you ask, what is in the cup?
杯子里有什么？杯子里有什么？
Do you remember how to ask, can you speak English?
你会说英文吗？
And how did you ask, do you like studying?
你喜欢学习吗？
Say, I would like to go to America.
我想去美国。
Say, I like American food.
我喜欢美国菜。
Do you remember how you asked, how are you?
你怎么样？你怎么样？
How might you ask, how is American food?
美国菜怎么样？美国菜怎么样？
How would you say 97?
97。
How would you say, how many people?
几个人？
How do you think you might say, how many cups of tea?
几杯茶？几杯茶？
Reply, 8 cups of tea.
8杯茶。8杯茶。
Do you remember the word meaning correct or yes?
对，
And what was the full word for family?
家人 or 家里人
Listen to the word for water.
水水水水
That's third tone. You've probably heard of feng shui, the Chinese practice of designing buildings to create positive energy flows. Feng shui literally translates to wind, water, suggesting being in balance or harmony with your surroundings. So, to remember the word for water, just think of the word feng shui. Ask, do you want water?
你要水吗？你要水吗？
Ask, why don't you want tea?
你为什么不要茶？你为什么不要茶？
Reply, because I don't like tea.
因为我不喜欢茶。因为我不喜欢茶。
Now, while it's grammatically correct to ask, do you want water or do you like tea, it's a little blunt. It's more usual for the Chinese to ask, do you want to drink water or do you want to drink tea? A bit like how we say, do you want a drink of water? Listen to the word for to drink.
喝喝喝喝
That's first tone. Ask, do you want to drink water?
你要喝水吗？你要喝水吗？
How did you say they all?
他们都。他们都。
Say, they all want to drink tea.
他们都要喝茶。他们都要喝茶。
And they both want to drink tea, emphasizing two people.
他们两个都要喝茶。他们两个都要喝茶。
How would you say, I want a little water?
我要一点水。我要一点水。
Say, I want a cup.
我要一个杯子。我要一个杯子。
Say, I want a cup of tea.
我要一杯茶。我要一杯茶。
How did you say, I can speak a little Chinese?
我会说一点中文。我会说一点中文。
And how would you say, I want to drink a little water?
我要喝一点水。我要喝一点水。
When 一点 comes after a verb like drink and is followed by a noun like water, it's also okay to drop the e and just say 点. Doing so, say, I want to drink a little water.
我要喝点水。我要喝点水。
If it helps, you can think of this as meaning some, although I shall continue to refer to it as a little, as there is another word meaning some, which we will learn later on. Say, my family all like to drink tea.
我家里人都喜欢喝茶。我家里人都喜欢喝茶。
How did you ask which?
哪个？
And what about which one?
哪一个？
Ask, which one is yours?
哪一个是你的？
Ask, is this yours?
这个是你的吗？
Answer, yes or correct.
对。对。
Ask, how much? Meaning, how much does it cost?
多少钱？
Do you remember how to ask, how much for this?
这个多少钱？这个多少钱？
How would you ask, how much for 1 cup of tea?
一杯茶多少钱？一杯茶多少钱？
Reply, 46 kwai.
46块钱。46块钱。
How do you ask, what's inside?
里面有什么？里面有什么？
What about, are there many people in the restaurant?
饭店里有很多人吗？饭店里有很多人吗？
Ask, will your family come?
你的家里人要来吗？ Or 你家人要来吗？你的家里人要来吗？ Or 你家人要来吗？
And how did you ask, do you want a drink of water?
你要喝水吗？你要喝水吗？
Reply, I do, thanks.
我要，谢谢。我要，谢谢。
Listen to the word for thing.
东西，东西，东西，东西。
Both are first tone, and they literally mean east, west, almost as if you can't make up your mind. Say, which thing?
哪个东西？哪个东西？
Ask, which is yours?
哪个是你的？哪个是你的？
Ask, which thing is yours?
哪个东西是你的？哪个东西是你的？
Now change the order and try, which is your thing?
哪个是你的东西？哪个是你的东西？
Now change the order again and try, your thing is which one?
你的东西是哪一个？你的东西是哪一个？
These three word orders are all correct and just emphasize slightly different things. Remember, whatever comes first in a Mandarin sentence is the subject, the focal point of the sentence. So if you say 你的东西是哪一个? the sentence revolves around the individual, the person the thing belongs to. Whereas if you say 哪个是你的东西? the sentence revolves around the item in question. Do you remember the word for cup?
杯子
But how do you say a cup of water?
一杯水
And do you remember how to ask, which nationality are you?
你是哪个国家的？
How do you say, he is here?
他在这里。他在这里。
Say, he is inside.
他在里面。他在里面。
But how do you ask, what's inside?
里面有什么？里面有什么？
Ask, what thing is inside?
里面有什么东西？里面有什么东西？
Now again, it's also acceptable to change the word order here and say 有什么东西在里面, even though it sounds a bit clunkier.
有什么东西在里面？
Just as with 哪个东西是你的 and 你的东西是哪一个, whatever you place at the front of the sentence becomes the subject being emphasized. For example, do you remember how we said, they are in the restaurant?
他们在饭店里。
The emphasis there is on they. You're not concerned with what the restaurant contains unless it contains the people you're looking for, so we put them at the front. If, however, you reverse the order and said, 饭店里有... you could make the restaurant the subject and begin listing things inside it. Try that now. Say, inside the restaurant, there are lots of people.
饭店里有很多人。饭店里有很多人。
Now reverse the order and say, there are lots of people in the restaurant.
有很多人在饭店里。有很多人在饭店里。
And now say, they are in the restaurant drinking tea.
他们在饭店里喝茶。他们在饭店里喝茶。
How would you say 25 cups?
25个杯子。
How about 44 apples?
44个苹果。44个苹果。
And 68 people?
68个人。
79 cups of water?
79杯水。
How did you say, do you like this?
你喜欢这个吗？
And this is my cup.
这是我的杯子。
Say, this is my cup. Do you like it?
这是我的杯子，你喜欢吗？这是我的杯子，你喜欢吗？
If you included ta for it in that sentence, it's understandable but wrong. While ta does mean it in Mandarin, it's very rarely used. In English, we use it for convenience, to avoid restating an object when the context has already made clear what it is. For example, this meal tastes good, I like it. This saves us time. But as we've already seen, when the context is clear in Chinese, they prefer to just drop words altogether. So when the context has established what we're talking about, it just vanishes entirely. For example, translate this sentence into Mandarin. This apple is big. I like it.
这个苹果很大，我喜欢。
Now, just to be clear, while 90% of the time you don't need to use the word it, you can still use it if you want to be especially clear about something, or indeed to refer to an animal. For example, it has white fur.